Hi, I'm Maggie from Maggie's Crochet, Needlework and Crafts, and in this video I'm going to show you pattern number FP402 that's available at maggiescrochet.com. And the pattern is actually called Pink and White Hat, but I'm going to do it in two shades. No, this isn't two shades. I'm going to do it in two shades, but I'm going to use gray as my main color, and I'm going to use Winter White as the contrasting color here. And what the yarn I've chosen to use is called Peyton's Classic Wool. It's 100% wool, and this is available at maggiescrochet.com. And the main color, the gray, is called Gray Mix. So I think it'll be really pretty. This original pattern was done in super bulky weight yarn, so I'm going to show you how you can convert this pattern and use worsted weight yarn, but you have to use multiple strands. So I'm going to do a little experiment with you here, not with you, but on the hat. I'm going to do a little experiment, and I'm going to show you how we can figure out how many strands we need to use of this yarn to equal the bulky weight yarn here. So follow me and we'll get started. This is going to be video number 1 of 3 videos, and all of the supplies that I use here, I'm also using a Dreams crochet hook, which works really good when you're using multiple strands of yarn because it's got such a deep throat on the head of the hook. So this is a great hook to use for multiple strands. So, all of this too is available at maggiescrochet.com, including the pattern. And that pattern is FP402. So let's get started. Hi, this is Maggie from Maggie's Crochet, Needlework and Crafts, and in this video I'm going to show you the finishing of the pink and white hat, but I'm doing it in gray and white. And this is pattern number FP402 that's available at maggiescrochet.com as a free download pattern. And I've already done videos number 1 and 2 for this hat, so if you're coming into this video you need to go back to videos 1 and 2, and they're on a playlist for this project. So what I'm doing here is I'm showing you how to finish the hat up. At this point, if this hat is for you, you would try this on and make sure it fits, make sure it's long enough. You could always tear back this round because it's just, you know, 36 stitches. So you could pull this back. You could decide, oh, I want this to be a little bit longer. You could add a couple more rounds here and then do this, or you could add a band of these rounds around here if you wanted it longer. If it was too big, you could do a single crochet round around here, or a slip stitch. Sometimes a round of slip stitch makes it tighter on the bottom end, and you could do some decreasing stitches. So I just want you to be aware of all the possibilities on fixing your projects, because when we design these, it's based on our gauge, and so the gauge can vary so much depending on how tight or loose you crochet, or the types of yarns that you're using, because all the yarns are so different too. So now I'm gonna finish this up, and I'm gonna join the main color with a single crochet to any stitch, and I'm just going to work a round of single crochet around the entire outside edge. So to join with a single, you start with a loop on your hook, you insert into any stitch, you yarn over across the front, you draw that loop up, you yarn over across the front again from the back over, and then you turn the head of your hook down and you finish a single crochet stitch. So that's joining with a single crochet, and then I'm just going to single crochet around. So that's what the single crochet would look like that. And then I tell you what, I'll show you another thing. I'm going to do a rounded double on this thing. Okay, I'm always changing things. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to join with a double crochet. So instead of the single, you didn't yarn over before you went in, but for the double, you yarn over, you insert the hook from front to back, you yarn over, draw that loop up, yarn over, draw through 2, yarn over, draw through 2. Just like that. I'll do that one more time, and there's another video that shows you how to join with a half and a double and all of them. So here you yarn over, you insert in any stitch from front to back, you yarn over across the front of your hook, you draw that loop out, you yarn over like this, you draw through 2, you yarn over and draw through 2. Okay, so now I'm going to work. I tried this hat on and it doesn't seem as long as this hat over here, so I'm choosing to do a round of double crochet on this hat. That's a good thing about the videos too, I can explain variations for you. But I like the double crochets because it matches up with the rest of the hat, because it's all doubles except for these raised double crochet stitches. So I think it'll look good. See? It's kind of nice. And then I can also add a round of slip stitches if I want it to pull in tight. It depends on how tight it fits. It will stretch a little bit, so you do want it to be a little bit snug, because over time it'll stretch out and be a little bit bigger. And sometimes that round of slip stitch helps to keep it from stretching out as much. I've got at maggiescrochet.com under Crochet University too, we have a list of all the head sizes. And I think it's under Super Easy Hat video. So just, sometimes it gets confusing when you come back around to where the joining was. But you don't want to go in the slip stitch that you used to join. You want to, and I just worked in a front post double crochet, so I know that next I need to work in a single crochet, and I can see my single right there. So I'm going to ignore this little spot here and just go into that single crochet like that. Okay, that's a great thing too about these patterns being with the thick yarn and everything. You can, it's not like you're doing it with a real small yarn and then, you know, it breaks your heart to go back. So this you can play around a lot with these patterns. But that's how it looks with one round of double crochet at the bottom, and I like that. So then I'm going to join, I'm just going to do a chain here. And I'm going to cut in the back right here. Okay. And then I'm going to pull that tight and then lock that. So that is the hat right there. So it's very similar to the other one, and then you would take a needle and sew these ends in, and I have a video that shows exactly how to do that. So here is the super bulky weight yarn hat, and then here is 3 strands of worsted weight yarn. And for me, I would use, this just feels a little bit lighter, and it actually is just a tad bit larger. So I would actually use, and it's not as long as this one. So now in hindsight, I would, when I do this again, I would use one size bigger hook, and it will be exactly like this one. So I used a K, so I would use an L for this one. And this Dreams hook comes in an L, so that'd be perfect for this one. Okay, so that completes the pink and white hat, and that's a version in gray and white. So I want to thank you very much for watching, and I hope that you join my YouTube channel, which is Maggie Weldon. Facebook is Maggie's Crochet, and our website is maggiescrochet.com. Enjoy your crochet journey, and I hope that I've helped you learn.